In the meantime, the news at 5:30 begins with new developments in the latest criminal case against former President Donald Trump. The federal judge overseeing the former president's election interference case has issued a protective order limiting what can be shared publicly.
Today, Judge Tanya Chutkan ruled that the protective order will only apply to sensitive materials. Digital investigative reporter Jordan Fisher joins us in the studio. Jordan, what will this allow the former president to do, and what are considered sensitive materials?
What the judge's order today allows the former president to do is talk about things that go in that non-sensitive bucket, as well as anything that's been publicly released up until this point, and that can include all the materials released last year by the January 6th committee. Now, what his attorneys were in court arguing about today is what goes in that sensitive bucket, and in particular, what they wanted him to be able to release is recordings and transcripts of witness interviews, and we don't have to get hypothetical about who they might mean. They mentioned a name in court today, former Vice President Mike Pence. Now, not only is he expected to be a key witness in the government's case, he's an opponent on the campaign trail as Donald Trump seeks a third chance to be the Republican nominee for president.
All right, Jordan, so the judge seems to be pretty stern here, urging the president's defense team, telling them not to violate this order. So what happens if they do?
Well, the former president's attorneys assured the judge today that he would scrupulously abide by any order she levied. Now, what we have seen from the President Trump for years is a willingness to attack his opponents on TV, on social media, and even a day after his arraignment on Truth Social, he took to a social media site to say this. He said, "If you're coming after me, if you go after me, I'm coming after you." Now, a spokesman for Trump's campaign has said that referred to super PACs that are, other Republican super PACs that are coming after him. We've also seen ads released that attack Special Counsel Jack Smith, that he has called for the recusal of the judge. Now, typically violating an order like this would first result in a warning. You might see something as extraordinary a remedy as what's called a gag order, and that could prevent the former president and his attorneys, and prosecutors for that matter, of saying anything publicly about this case. You don't see that very often, but it is a remedy that's available to the judge. It is possible, however extremely rare, particularly for a presidential candidate, that the judge could order him confined, could order him to jail. We saw that just today, an order. Sam Bankman-Fried has been ordered to jail in New York. He's a crypto investor who is accused of witness intimidation, so it is possible.
Okay, we know you're going to keep following this case for us. Thank you, Jordan.